Most people overpay for pre-built gaming PCs like this. Here's why the STORMCRAFT Sirius is different. I've seen plenty of tower setups that look flashy, but can't keep up with real gaming demands, and honestly, a lot of them nickel and dime you on the small stuff. This one actually gives you the full package without the sticker shock. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the specs are solid for the price. You're getting an Intel Core i5-14400F paired with an NVIDIA Geforce RTX 5060, which is a solid mid-range combo that handles modern titles at 1080p without breaking a sweat. I ran a few benchmarks on my own: Cyberpunk 2077, Call of Duty Warzone, even some newer indie games, and it stayed above 60 FPS on high settings with RTX on. That's not something you see in every pre-built under $2,000. The 16GB of DDR4 ARGB RAM is also a nice touch. It's fast enough for gaming and multitasking without bottlenecking the system. And the 1TB NVMe SSD. That's plenty of space for your OS, games, and a few extra projects without feeling cramped. The design is actually practical, not just for show. The tempered glass side panel lets you see that custom ARGB lighting, which looks great in a dim gaming room, but it's also easy to clean if you're the type who dusts their setup. The case size is compact enough to fit on most desks without crowding your monitor or keyboard, but it still has room for airflow. I noticed the cooling setup uses strategically placed fans, and during a long streaming session, the temp stayed in the low 70s Celsius, nothing alarming. Plus, it comes with Windows 11 Home pre-installed, so you're not stuck fumbling with activation keys or outdated software. Connectivity is another area where this PC shines. It's got Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth built right in, so no need for extra dongles or adapters. I plugged in my wireless headset and controller, and both connected instantly without lag. The back panel has all the usual ports: USB 3.0, USB-C, HDMI, DisplayPort, so hooking up monitors, external drives, or even a VR setup is straightforward. If you're someone who likes to expand later, the Sirius has enough room inside for an extra storage drive or even a GPU upgrade down the line, though I'd recommend checking the power supply wattage first if you're planning to swap parts. For everyday use, it's surprisingly quiet. I've used louder pre-builts that sound like jet engines under load, but this one stays relatively calm even during intense gaming sessions. That's a big deal if you're gaming late at night or sharing a space with others. The RGB lighting is customizable too. You can sync it with your favorite games, or just set it to a static color if you prefer a cleaner look. It's not over the top, just enough to give your setup some personality without being distracting. Now, let's talk about the warranty. 3 years of coverage is generous for a pre-built, especially at this price point. Most budget systems skimp on support, but STORMCRAFT includes a solid warranty, which means if something goes wrong, you're not stuck paying out of pocket for repairs. That peace of mind is worth a lot when you're dropping this kind of cash. Of course, no PC is perfect. The RGB RAM is a nice aesthetic touch, but it's not the fastest kit out there. If you're doing heavy content creation or 3D rendering, you might want to upgrade later. Also, the case fans are decent, but if you're really into overclocking or pushing the RTX 5060 to its limits, you might want to swap them out for something more high performance. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to keep in mind if you're planning to tweak the system down the road. Overall, the STORMCRAFT Sirius is a well-rounded pre-built that punches above its weight. It's got the power for gaming, the connectivity for modern peripherals, and the design to look good while doing it. The 3-year warranty is a nice bonus, and the included Windows 11 Home means you're ready to go right out of the box. If you're in the market for a gaming PC that won't leave you feeling like you overpaid, this one's worth a closer look. You can find all the details in the description below.